Good morning. Welcome back to my vlog. Today is an exciting day because I'm taking my very first solo trip in Europe and I'm headed to Berlin, Germany. Besides showing you around Berlin, I'll also share my thoughts on solo travel in this vlog. Whether you're an experienced solo traveler or considering it for the first time, please stay tuned because this vlog is all about the art of traveling solo. I just checked in into my accommodation and I'm staying at Amstel House Hostel. And I book it through Agoda. Here's a quick room tour. I book a bed in a 4-bedroom female dormitory and as you can see, I'm the first person to arrive. I took a nap for an hour and now I'm fully recharged and ready to start my adventure in Berlin, Germany. I'm actually nervous about this trip because it's my first time traveling solo around Europe. Although I did my research before coming here, I still couldn't shake off the fear of exploring an unfamiliar place. But I love this kind of feeling because it feels like I'm setting myself up for a challenge. For my first day, I just strolled around the nearest attractions from my hostel. As you can see, it's already dark but it's only 3 p.m. My first stop was a Brandenburg Gate but it was under construction so I didn't stay long. I also went to the Berlin Mall but I forgot to film it. Lastly, to end the day, I visited the Christmas market near Potsdamer Platz. It's day 2, and I woke up early today so I could visit more places. By the way, it is Sunday today so the streets are a bit quiet. So far, my first impression of Berlin, Germany as a solo female traveler is that I feel safe while exploring. Since I went out yesterday, I'm a bit more comfortable exploring on my second day. To be honest, when I travel solo, I am always scared. In fact, prior to my travel, I couldn't sleep because I was overthinking about the mishaps that could happen. But here I am, riding a bus in Berlin and making this trip happen. I also make sure to save my itinerary on my phone, and I personally love using Notion to keep my day and travel organized. Just a short walk from the Berlin Cathedral is Museum Island, home to several renowned museums including the Altes Museum, the News Museum, the Alte National Gallery, the Bode Museum, and the Pergamon Museum. So most of these museums are open on Sundays. For this trip, I did not plan on going inside the museum, but I'm more into sightseeing. Since this is my first time traveling solo in Europe and also my first time in Berlin, Germany, I'm not really familiar with how to get around here. I'm also not very comfortable filming, first because I'm feeling shy and second because I'm very cold. But I wanted to make this trip happen to make myself comfortable and become familiar with traveling around Europe because I'm not only in Europe for my master's, but my other goal is to travel around the Schengen countries. I'm also happy that I did this trip, and there's just a few places on my itinerary today.
Willkommen in der Ausstellung. Nimm dir ein Armband und Blut.
Steine zählen? Nein, viel besser.
To end the day, I treated myself to a large bowl of beef and rice at an Asian restaurant in Berlin's Hauptbahnhof train station. One of the fears I have when traveling solo is ordering and eating alone at a restaurant. However, solo travel teaches me to be independent and enjoy my own company. I've realized that it's not as scary or sad as I thought, and that most of the worries that I have are just in my head. Also, I really enjoyed my visit at Futurium today. Highly recommended. It's my last day in Berlin and I'm leaving my hostel. While I wait for my bus back to Bitkosh, I'm going to have brunch and talk about my solo travel experience in Berlin, Germany. First, I feel safe traveling around Berlin, even at night. Second, it's easy to talk to the locals because they speak English well. Lastly, I love the lively atmosphere in Berlin and there are so many things to do. I will surely come back here. Now, let's talk about solo travel in general. Why do I love traveling solo? For me, it's all about freedom. Every decision is yours to make, from planning to the itinerary to deciding where to eat. It just feels great, like I'm the main character of my story. But let's face it, solo travel isn't always a walk in the park. It can be scary and lonely at times, but if you want to travel solo, here are some tips I have for you. First, be safe. Research your destination, know the rules, and trust your instincts. Second, pack light. It feels good to travel with just what you need. And don't be afraid to get lost because it's part of the adventure. Lastly, embrace solo travel. Take time to think, try new things, and challenge yourself. Solo travel isn't just about the places you visit, it's about the person you become along the way.